By the end of this lecture, learners will be able to define the concept of functionalism in linguistics. Describe the key tenets of functionalism in linguistics. Explain the main contribution of functionalism in linguistics. Identify the importance of functionalism in linguistics. Determine the strengths and weaknesses of functionalism in linguistics. Hello everybody, and welcome to the UNIV-ENGLISH channel. If you have not been here before, then, welcome to the UNIV-ENGLISH channel. If you're interested in learning more about linguistics, then make sure to hit the subscribe button, and also smash the notification bell, to receive notifications of when I produce more videos like this. For more information, you are invited to visit my website, english.mokerma.com. So, let's begin with this question. What are the main contribution of functionalism in linguistics? Functionalism is a school of thought within linguistics. It is a perspective that emphasizes the utility of language in any society. It is based on the idea that a language is a tool for communication, and as such, its primary purpose is to serve as a means of expression. Functionalism emphasizes the function of language in communication. It is concerned with how language is used to meet the needs of speakers and hearers. Functionalism has had a significant influence on the field of linguistics. In linguistics, functionalism is the approach that sees language as having evolved in order to meet the needs of the speakers in their environment. It is concerned with how language functions in society, and looks at the ways that languages change and adapt over time. Definition of functionalism. Functionalism is an approach to language development that focuses on the relationship between language form and social meaning. Emmett et al. 2015. Claim that language is not so much a system of rules as posed by Chomsky, but a means of performing particular socially communicative functions. Christopher Butler, 2005 notes that there is a strong consensus among functionalists that the linguistic system is not self-contained, and so autonomous from external factors, but is shaped by them. Functionalism has been influential in many areas of linguistics, including pragmatics, discourse analysis, and sociolinguistics. It has also had an impact on other disciplines, such as anthropology and sociology. The key tenets of functionalism in linguistics. Functionalism started from the assumption that language is first and foremost an instrument for communication between human beings, and that this fact is central in explaining why languages are as they are. This view is congruent with the following tenets. 1. Functionalists believe that language is constantly evolving to meet the needs of its speakers. This belief is based on the idea that language is a tool, and like all tools, it must be adapted to new situations and new users. Functionalists also believe that language change is gradual and incremental, rather than sudden and revolutionary. 2. They believe that all languages are equally complex, and that there is no such thing as a simpler or more primitive language. 3. Functionalists claim that languages are equally capable of expressing any idea or concept. If the needs of the speakers change, then the language will also change in order to accommodate these needs. Functionalists also believe that language has a direct impact on the way we think and behave. This is because language provides us with a way to categorize and understand the world around us. 4. Functionalists emphasize the importance of context in understanding linguistic meaning. They believe that words can have different meanings depending on the context in which they are used. 5. Human language is a system for free expression of thought, essentially independent of stimulus control, need satisfaction or instrumental purpose. Human language is a tool that can be used for any purpose, including expressing thoughts and emotions. This flexibility makes human language unique and incredibly powerful. Characteristics of functionalism in linguistics. In linguistics, functionalism is the approach that emphasizes the functions of language. It looks at how language is used in various contexts and how it helps people communicate. Functionalism has a number of key characteristics. 1. It focuses on the use of language rather than its structure. 2. It emphasizes the importance of context in understanding language. 3. It sees language as a tool for communication. 4. It views language as a system that is constantly changing and evolving. 5. It considers all aspects of language, including its history, development, and social functions. 6. It views linguistic research as an interdisciplinary field that should consider other disciplines, such as psychology, sociology, and anthropology. 7. It rejects the idea that there is a universal grammar that is innate to all humans. 8. It rejects the idea that language is a code. 9. It considers language to be a tool for the expression of thought, emotion, and culture. 10. It views language as an important part of human experience, but does not consider it to be an end in itself. 11. It considers language to be a social phenomenon. 12. It rejects the idea that language is a structure independent of its users. 13. It views language as an integral part of social life and culture, rather than as something that stands outside it. 14. It considers language to be an evolving phenomenon, which is constantly changing in response to the needs of its users. 15. It sees language as a set of systems that have developed over time. The main contribution of functionalism. The main contribution of functionalism is its focus on the function of language. This focus has led to important insights into how language is used and how it affects communication. In particular, functionalists are interested in how language is used to achieve goals. They want to know which linguistic features help with what kind of goal and why. In other words, they ask questions like, what kinds of things do speakers want to say? Functionalism has contributed a great deal to the field of linguistics. Functionalism states that the structure of language is dependent upon its use in communication. This perspective sees language as a social institution that exists for pragmatic reasons, rather than for its own sake. Strengths of functionalism in linguistics. Functionalism is a theory in linguistics that looks at language as a tool for communication. It sees language as having three main functions: to represent reality, to express the speaker's emotions, and to interact with others. This theory has several strengths. 1. Functionalism is an approach to linguistics that emphasizes the use of language in communication. It views language as a tool for communication. 2. This theory shows that the study of language should not be limited to the study of individual languages, but rather it should include the study of what is common among all languages. 3. Functionalism was one of the first attempts to establish a comprehensive theory of language, which included a descriptive and explanatory account of the structure and use of language. 4. It is based on the idea that all languages are equally complex and have the same basic structure. 5. Functionalism has been influential in the development of various theories of grammar and phonology. 6. It takes into account the fact that people use language for different purposes and in different situations. For example, someone might use language to communicate their thoughts and feelings to others, or they might use it to describe the world around them. Weaknesses of functionalism in linguistics. There are a number of weaknesses associated with functionalism in linguistics. One such weakness is that 1. It does not take into account the role of the speaker in language production. 2. It places too much emphasis on the structure of language, and not enough on the function of language. 3. It does not adequately explain how languages change over time, or how new languages come into existence. 4. It is criticized for its failure to account for linguistic diversity. 5. It doesn't give empirical evidence about language change and innovation in language. 6. Functionalism does not deal with the mental processes involved in speaking or understanding language. Conclusion. Functionalists believe that all aspects of language serve a purpose. This includes both the structure of language and the way it is used in communication. Functionalists view language as an adaptive tool that has evolved to meet the needs of speakers. They see grammar as a set of rules that help speakers communicate effectively. Functionalism has had a significant impact on linguistics, particularly in the areas of phonology and syntax. The approach has helped researchers to better understand how languages are used in communication. It has also led to advances in our understanding of how languages change over time.